Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Bug Warrior. In today's episode, I will show you how to defeat Zelina and Zolin, who together are the final bosses in the third interlude in Path of Exile 2, by triggering a bug that allows you to fight them separately. This fight is extremely difficult. I know I keep saying it with every new boss at the interludes, but these bosses might actually be the hardest challenge so far in the game. However, there is a bug or a strategy that will help you succeed, so allow me to show you how that works. As soon as you reach the checkpoint, you need to use the new sprint mechanic and go to where Zelina and Zolin are. However, as soon as you see them on screen, do not stop, instead return to where the checkpoint is. You won't be able to reach it as there is a red wall. Reach the wall and go to the bottom right corner. This is where you want to be. If you did everything correctly, Zolin will teleport to where you are and begin the fight alone. This means that now you can fight them separately. It is very important to remain in this area. If for any reason you go back to where the soul core is, then Selena will join the fight and it will become nearly impossible to win. Try to stay close to Zolin so he only attacks you with his basic attack, which is the one where he fires a blood bolt. Keep on attacking him and eventually, when you deal enough damage to him, his more advanced attacks will appear. The first one is this blood pool. He basically cuts himself to create a puddle of blood that somehow moves around the arena. The blood pool doesn't last for too long, so just try to evade through it. His second attack is the Vaal Lightning. Here you will notice that Zolin will either run or teleport to the walls of the room and cut a trapped prisoner. This will trigger Vaal Lightning beams that fire from the soul core at the end of the arena. This attack deals a lot of damage, so it's best to evade the attack as much as you can instead of attacking. His last attack is the Blood Volley. Here he will start growing in size and then use a flamethrower at you. Those are all of his attacks. Now regarding the fight, remain where you are at the back of the arena and do your best to continue stacking damage. You will start depleting his health bar very fast, but around 35% you will see that he will regenerate a lot of life in an instant. What happens is that Zolin and Selena have this bond, if you wish to call it that way, that when any of them gets injured, it steals life from the other one. So here is actually not that terrible. What happened is that the amount of life that Zolin regenerated, actually he stole it from Selena. So in a way, now you're also damaging Selena. The key is to continue stacking damage. As you can see at this moment, I was around 200k damage. Eventually he will start teleporting further away from you to trigger the Vaal Lightning attack. That is why he is going to the walls. Anyhow, you might be tempted to follow him, but don't. If you are ranged, continue trying to deal damage from far away. If you are not, it's best to wait until he comes close to you again. At this stage, most likely, he already recovered his life to almost full, but remember that the more he recovers, the less life Selena will have when you face her. Continue surviving his attacks and do your best to deplete his health bar again while remaining in the back of the arena. This is very annoying indeed, but you will be rewarded for your patience, I promise. At this moment, as you can see, I run out of my mana flask. I have a lot of mana regeneration and also my flask regenerates mana on its own, so it's really useful to have a crafted flask like that because this fight, as you can see, will last longer than usual. Continue dealing damage to Zolin, focus on staying alive, and once Zolin has less than 10% life remaining, he will regenerate life for the last time. So hang on, don't panic, this is the last stretch. Continue dealing damage and this time you will bring him down. With Zolin down, all that is left is Selena, and this time we can use the whole arena. Selena will join the fight at 50% of her health remaining. Before anything else, let's look at her attacks. The first one is the Blood Dash, where she will rush towards you in a whirl of blood. I couldn't see a cue for when the attack is about to happen, so just try to evade constantly. Her second attack is the Ravaging Claw. Here she will empower her claws with blood that will send forward multiple shockwaves as she swipes. Her third attack happens when she says Wrath of the Jungle, and here she will perform multiple claw strikes, and at the end she will transform into a huge blood bear that will slam the ground, dealing a lot of physical damage. Her final attack, and the deadliest if you get caught, is the Bloody Flicker Strike. Here Selena will create a circle of blood, and if you are inside, she will teleport multiple times and hit you. Those are all of her attacks. Now the trick here is to stack damage, because most likely by this stage you will be low on both of your flasks, meaning that one mistake and you will have to start all over again. So what I tried to do was going in circles around her and basically let her attack first and then I would counter, and trying to stack all the damage I could. Of course there are moments when this is extremely difficult since you have to dodge both Selena's attacks and also the lightning strikes from the soul core, but even if you get interrupted, just start again. Now here you need a lot of patience because her attacks leech life from you. Yes, you heard right. So you will enter this frustrating loop where you have to bring down her health and then she will regenerate a little bit. That is why stacking damage is your best friend here, because you want to deal more damage than the amount of life she can recover. It sounds easy, but it isn't. As you can see, she keeps regenerating. The most important is to not stop attacking, continue dealing damage, increase your stacking damage, and eventually you will deal so much damage that she won't be able to regenerate life on time. For me, I had to go above 200k damage again to finally bring her down. Once you give her the killing blow, congratulations, you deserve an award because this fight is the worst. After this you can summon Doriani and Interlude 3 will be complete and you can begin the endgame at last. So there you have it. What do you think of these bosses and this fight? Personally, I can almost guarantee that the devs didn't test this boss with non-meta builds. Fortunately, this bug of fighting them separately gives us a chance to succeed. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.